This review is brought to you by Miss Heaven's Cleavage.
わあ、なかなかのボインちゃん大好き。
Hello people, I'm the AnimeHERO and I review anime so you can enjoy it. This series was requested by Merlin the Mighty, and goddamn is this an old request. The story of Get Backers revolves around this duo who can guarantee to bring back anything you've lost. This pair is known as the Get Backers, who consist of Bon Mido, wielder of the Evil Eye, and Ginji Amano, the Lightning Emperor. While these two perform odd jobs, most of their assignments consist of recovering lost and stolen objects, but still remains entertaining. While it's certainly something I normally don't watch, Get Backers manages to be action-oriented with the usage of superpowers! Bon Mido has the evil eye known as a Jagan, which allows him to create illusions for 1 minute. Think of it as the Mangenkyo Sharingan. Like back in the day, Ginji, being known as the Lightning Emperor, fights with lightning! I should also mention they're not the only ones with special talents. In the world of Get Backers, there exist several career choices that usually involve crime. For instance, Bon and Ginji are part of a recovery service where they return lost and stolen items. Other employments include transporter and protection, which consists of the other characters of the show. One transporter is Kurodo Akabane, aka Dr. Jackal, who is so classy that he poses! Another transporter would be Himiko Kuro and the negotiator Miss Heaven. A very fitting name.
Oh my god, I'm so thirsty!
There's other recurring characters, but I'll get to them later as the main three of the series deserve a bit more detail. Would you believe these characters are inspired by Gon, Killua, and Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter? Akabane is the most noticeable of the three as he plays a similar role as Hisoka. While Akabane is definitely villainous in nature for enjoying the pleasures of killing, he also finds glee in fighting strong enemies. Setting his sights on the Get Backers, Akabane will occasionally aid them as he believes it's his own right to kill them at their strongest. Akabane is slightly perverted as he gets this satisfaction when he witnesses their full potential. Bon Mido bears a few traits with Killua as there seems to be more originality in creating this character. The common features Bon shares with Killua are their fighting styles of speed, hand strikes, strategizing, and this picture. Aside from that, Bon is the darker of the Get Backers due to his family roots, being involved with German witches and black magic. Ginji is the more childish and good-hearted of the duo, much like Gon Freaks. Their character designs are also similar due to the usage of green clothing. In terms of personality, Ginji seems to be inspired by Kenshin Himura in Vash the Stampede, due to his pacifistic nature and his previous life as the Lightning Emperor. In the beginning of the series, we mainly focus on short story arcs, each ranging about 3 episodes until we get to the heart of the series, being the Limitless Fortress. The main conflict featured in the anime are the characters' past, who must either had a traumatic experience or have affected the lives of other people. This is where Ginji resembles Kenshin and Vash. In the Limitless Fortress, there exist 3 sections being Lower Town, the Beltline, and Babylon City. Ginji was the leader of Lower Town, where he protected the people from the higher floors. In this area, Ginji had formed a gang known as the Volts, which consists of 4 self-proclaimed kings. Under his leadership, the Volts served as protectors for Lower Town. While it does sound like I'm hyping things up, I'm sad to say the rest of the characters are kinda bland. Most of them have some cool moments, but the one that bothers me is Katsuki since he... Say something, Guts!
It's a trap!
As a whole, this series is filled with action and comedy, but never really excels at it. This is partly due to the animation and it flips on and off on either having great movement, on fight scenes, or even subtle movement. But most of the time, it's kind of average. However, what the series is good at are story themes. With a little tweaking in some of the writing, Get Backers could have reached FMA level. Most of the topics spoken in the series deal with the perception of reality and the struggle of man versus destiny, which are pretty thought-provoking themes. The greatest highlight of the series is the first major arc being the Limitless Fortress, where we get all the characters together and fight one another while constantly facing their personal dilemmas of pacifism. These themes are more heavily expressed with Ban and Ginji as they are fated to experience tragedy and eventually face their past. My favorite things about Get Backers were Ban, Ginji, and Akabane, as throughout the series we are slowly demonstrated how powerful these characters are. Since the beginning we are constantly given hype on their power levels, and let's just say it can tease you at times, but delivers. Akabane certainly holds that cool factor, along with being a merciless charismatic villain. His loyalty between his assignment and personal enjoyment are constantly shifting, making him a dangerous foe. As for the Get Backers themselves, they are very heroic but often question their efforts, wondering if destiny can be defied. Much of the story elements are best portrayed through these characters' struggles, as the series ends with a bittersweet plot twist. The anime is 49 episodes long and does go into a filler ending, but still manages to carry great story themes and make it work. However, the best part of the anime are episodes 11 through 25, which are further aided with the final filler arc in episodes 43 to 49. To be honest, most of the middle is kind of meh. I would suggest dropping the series if these episodes didn't do it for you, as the rest of the anime and manga follows the same structure. While the anime doesn't cover all of its manga, the rest of the series is kind of hit or miss. Most of the later arcs do feature creativity as we go into black magic, which kind of involves stands. We also battle a tribe of insect people, a few flashback arcs, and ends with the return of the Limitless Fortress, where the virtual can become reality. The main gripe is the final arc, as it builds up a lot of hype, but doesn't deliver. There was just too many villains and too many characters to follow. While there was some good moments, most of the fights were anticlimactic. However, the last 5 chapters are worth reading, as it displays the overall message Get Backers was trying to say, and it's bittersweet. Let's just say the plot twist is better than M. Night Shyamalan's.
What a twist!
Get Backers is available by Sentai Filmworks and was originally dubbed by ADV Films. The dub as a whole ranges from okay to kinda bad. The best parts of the dub were easily this trio of characters. These actors need more roles, as the other major characters they done were just these. As for Bon Mido, his voice actor changes to Jason Lieber from episode 6 onwards. When comparing the 2 dubs, the Japanese is a superior one. My last note of the Get Backers series is the music for it. Fantastic! Being performed by Taku Iwasaki, who composed soundtracks for Rurouni Kenshin Trust the Betrayal, Gatchaman Crowd, Sea Control, Black Cat, Black Butler, Gurren Lagann, Soul Eater, and even JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battle Tendency. I think you know how good his music is. I'm the AnimeHERO, and I review anime so you can enjoy it.